in September.
That was funny.
So you're going back to studying in September, sorry?
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Health and social.
The heck? I would really think if you could, on my behalf of Rachel, tell him to kindly.
Is that
What?
something that will lead into sorry?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Okay?
It's like she says something, but she doesn't really say anything because we couldn't hear it.
Yeah, and then everyone says what? And then no one's actually said anything. Anyway, I was just going to say, is that subject related to eventually going to some kind of social care work?
Yeah, like, you can go into nursing from it, like, you can go to university and do, like, become, like, work in a hospital and stuff like that, or if you don't go to university, you can be, like, look after old people and things like that.
Yeah. I know a few of those people at work as well, because I just help out with my family, so you have all people coming into the shop, so I've had nurses, security, and all these different people. You get to find out what they do, and like, you just think, like, if you're doing the nursing and you're taking care of old people, it just makes you sad if you have your own kids, because these days kids don't give a toss about their parents, so
Yeah.
it's like those nurses are going to get nursed by some other nurses, which is ironic.
Yeah.
Is Hartlepool a slightly rough area?
Yeah, definitely. It was voted the 20th worst place to live in Britain.
Okay. What's the mix there? Is it actually predominantly white there?
Yeah, I'd say it's predominantly white.
Yeah.
Like, whereas,
Sorry.
like, Middlesbrough, which is, like, right next door to
I had to
us,
Skype. I guess I should have said something.
Oh yeah. What happened in
like,
Hill?
predominantly Asian.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible
What happened in
broadcaster.
That's voted
Sorry.
the worst place in Britain to live.
Where was the #1 worst place? Tower Hamlets?
That was, Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough.
Next was. Yeah.
Oh really? I can't remember what happened in Hillsborough, because it was famous in the news for one thing. Was it like a fire, or was that when the people got trampled in the football ground?
Yeah, I think that was Middlesbrough.
That's just terrible.
It's,
No, but there was Hillsborough. Something happened in
Oh,
Hillsborough.
yeah, that's right.
Whitney!
Isn't that where the stage, like, collapsed or something?
It's,
and everyone,
my
like,
friend Rachel and Zero.
No, I thought that was where, you know, the football
Lucy's
stadium,
around
people
somewhere.
trampled.
Yeah, they got,
In 16.
lots of people died, didn't they?
Guys, did you just
Yeah.
hear that?
You want to get on, Ryan?
That was like a huge gunshot.
Oh,
Shit. Like,
I need to pay
Was it Flash
attention.
Gordon?
Pay
Shut up.
attention. Pay attention. Hey.
What did
Jesus
you miss?
Christ, Batman!
Ling ling.
It was a Flash Gordon.
So, Rachel, what kind of stuff do you do? What kind of stuff do you do for
Jinky
fun?
likes to talk to Rachel because they're both in the UK.
Yeah, what kind of stuff do you like to do in Hartlepool? What kind of stuff is there to do for someone who's there?
There's not really that much
Yeah.
in Hartlepool.
Yeah.
It's like, we have like,
What's the
Cinema
question mark
and-
for? Wandering?
stuff like that. But there's not really that much.
Do you get a lot of Londoners going to that kind of area for uni? 'Cause you know the
Are you
people
doing
who
that
don't
because
stay
I
in
play
London,
this funny?
Yeah.
they go outside because
Ryan?
the universities are cheaper, like in Hull and stuff.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, there's one in Middlesbrough, because Hartlepool doesn't actually have any universities. And there's
Okay.
one in Middlesbrough where loads of people go, the Teesside one.
Okay, so if
Oh,
they
I
go
wanted
there,
to see if you wanted to get on Skype.
is it more like a university kind of city where if you go there you don't really hear the accent of people who live there, because there's lots of
Yeah, definitely.
there's lots of
Ah,
it's like-
gosh, no!
it's like if you go to Manchester, if you go to certain areas with these
I haven't
unis, you
played
don't
this
actually hear
in
a
a while.
Manchester accent because
I've been
everyone's
playing Mario Hacks.
from
My screen
everywhere.
lies. It says this is a Mario hack. It's actually Mario. It's the real one. You want to get on with everybody? Okay. Let me see if I can figure it out.
What got you into gaming?
Being
Well, I
killed
have
that
an
bitch.
older brother,
Okay.
and they used to just like watch him on games when I was like 2 and 3 and that, and then when I was 4, I got my first ever PS1.
Oh, yeah.
Never stopped, really.
That's funny because did Did your older brother do what I did to my younger sister? Because like they don't want you to really play, they used to give you a controller and
Yeah.
you used to
Yeah,
just
Oh
plug
my
in.
god, I remember that. I remember that. And like, okay, as a kid, I didn't really care, but now that I think back to it, wow.
Dick move.
Ryan, that's
And the
fun.
thing is,
You got
and the thing is, you can't do that anymore because the
Yoda.
controllers are wireless.
Yeah.
Maggie.
Yeah.
Hi, Mandy. What are you doing?
I used to get really angry because like when I was 13 or 14, I used to work in the weekends.
Yay.
And you know, I was one of those people who were lazy because I had like my PS1 connected
Hi,
up to the
Ryan.
front room TV, and I don't. Once it's connected, I don't want to unpack it. Pack it back up. So it's always there. So when I came back home, it would always be there, so I can go back to it. But then my brother and sister used to tease me, and they probably really did it, but they teased me for saying I played on it while you were away.
Yeah.
I touched all of your toys while you were gone.
Yeah, it's like it's not like I'm possessive, but I just don't like the idea that they're touching my shit.
I don't like people playing my video games with them, so...
Oh, hi Maggie, I didn't realize you were there.
Hey, Tanya, what's up?
Like, I don't really care if someone plays my consoles, just don't break it while I'm gone. You know?
Exactly. How you doing, Tanya? Welcome back.
Oh, shoot.
It's like I'll wake up and catch like the line next to me.
This
It's
is
like
funny.
I'll wait and headbutt you for a couple minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll act the same way that he does when I'm away for a while. So he'll be
Oh, I should have
like
stepped on him.
yowling and then in my face, and then he'll headbutt me and like step all over me.
Yep.
Oh.
it's like when my cat does she'll paw on me. Like she won't have claws, so she'll just paw. Like on
Yeah.
my arm, just yup.
Yeah.
Adorable.
I love headbutting little kitties. They're so cute.
Oh hi Ryan, how you doing?
The thing that annoyed me was like, you know when you've got a really young brother, they drool on your controls because they put it in their mouth.
I need to shoot with my tongue.
Yeah.
He's headbutting my feet now. What the hell?
Did you play any of the Resident Evil games, Rachel?
Yeah, I've played them all.
Oh, I love that.
That was like one of my favorite, like when I was like younger, because like it came out in 96, I think the first one.
Thank you for joining the channel, guys.
Yeah.
Oh god,
It's a lot of echoes.
Yeah, it's Maggie, because I just muted my mic and it was still coming from Maggie's end.
Maggie!
Wait, I don't see how that's happening. I have my headphones on.
Alright, I'm gonna reset the call. Here's my answer now. First off,
Dang, look at all the people.
I'll be second first when you host the call.
We got lots of people.
What? Say what, Close? Said, how are you not first when you hosted the call? Oh, he's
I think I was probably third, because I came in and they both said first.
Okay.
That's
It's I was
It's
Ryan.
not me. It's not me.
What the fuck is Ryan? Not Ryan.
Ryan used to come to your cast.
Oh shit!
Ryan.
What's going on, dude?
No, what's that thing?
Talking to you.
That's just headbutting me. I wanted to keep my head away from him, and he almost fell all over.
16. Yoda's back. Ryan's back.
Yoda!
He's back. He's back after Snake gave him some loving.
Okay, that was coming from Ryan.
Oh well.
Oh, shoot. I need that.
What's going on?
Prep shoot. Oh no!
You're not gonna be happy when you're
Oh man.
like
Thank God I can fly.
What is this? It's blood. I hope it's not Chris's blood.
Jill,
Yeah, the
sandwich.
voice acting on that was absolutely terrible.
No, but it's funny. It's like cult classic. It's a meme.
Awesome. Mines are so good. Jill, sandwich.
Joe, look at this. It's a forest.
Oh shoot.
No.
I
He
did
says
that.
it's forest, and he's pointing to the forest, the dead guy, but he's also next to a forest.
Yeah.
Jill, look, it's all forest.
I love in the director's cut how he comes back to life.
Yeah, I had the director's cut version.
Actually, funny enough, I ordered that game on Argos catalog, on the Argos catalog, and it was the regular version, but they gave me the director's cut version, so I was well chuffed.
I guess I'll go this way.
Yeah, I prefer that. Yeah, Ryan from Pro.
Gotcha.
Oh, I can fly. I
Somebody needs
believe
to
I can fly.
They are. Well, you've been gone for a while, so what do you expect? I expect nothing. Okay.
And I still think to this day, Resident Evil 2 is the biggest and best PlayStation 1 game because it was so long. For a game of its time, it had like 4 scenarios, and then you had 2 scenarios which were special characters as well, Tofu and Hunk. That game was awesome.
My cat has
I
a cat
remember-
hand.
I remember the first time
Eat
you
the
saw a
fish.
liquor video.
Eat
I shit my
fish.
pants.
What's it called?
What game?
Resident Evil 2.
Oh.
It wasn't even that.
Yeah.
It's the window, you know, before you go into the corridor, you just see it moving across the window, so you shit yourself, and then you see that cutscene. It's like, oh shit, and it's that breathing.
Oh, that didn't work.
It sounded like
Oh
Rob.
shit, Yoshi! Stupid. Oh, I would have to drop him anyway.
I don't like the third one though.
No, I didn't really like the third one.
And then 4 just went all crazy, and the controls were not like a survival horror.
No. Like, I like the story in Resident Evil 4 and that. But like,
Oh yeah.
it could have been like also if after
Did you watch?
Resident Evil, you expect
Yeah.
something.
Did you watch? Sorry, did you play Silent Hill?
Yeah, love that game.
I prefer that to the Resident Evil series because that really messes with your mind. It's psychological,
Yeah.
whereas like
I remember when I was younger, I used to watch my brother play like the first one, and I couldn't sleep for like years.
Yeah.
you and 16 have something in common. He shits his pants when he plays
Which one?
Resident Evil the first one. And you know what? There's video evidence, so you can check out his stream.
Wait, I never played Resident Evil 1. I played Silent Hill 1.
Silent Hill 1. That's what I meant. That's what I'm saying.
Through here.
Yeah, but
Shit,
that was on my that was on 16-bit, but that one's gone. Remember?
Oh, it's not on. It's not on.
No.
Yeah, because like originally he had a channel based on his name now, but he broadcast something that got him banned. So
it
he
wasn't-
had to make a channel.
I need it. Woo!
Oh, I missed that. He was really shitting his pants over a little.
Oh, he jumped!
It's like, then the second time I played, it wasn't that scary, like at all.
thing
Like
is-
the magic was
Sweet
gone.
rudeness.
I got that game before America got it because we had a pirate copy and it was like a review copy before America had it in general sale. And you know, there's no control. It was just a game that we got and it sounded nice. We had no idea what it was, me and my friend.
You guys?
And the first time when it went into the alternate Silent Hill world, we just
It's
went
you
fucking
guys. I'm
crazy.
being raided. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
It's like I was afraid of
That
that.
is so awesome.
You were afraid of what?
I was afraid of that game.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
was
Glad.
absolutely terrified